Ben Rees from the FPCCHK New Testament Church of Christ. Did I get that right? Good. And he's here to speak for us. And he spoke for us last year or 2 years ago? Last year. A few times. And so he's back and we're very thankful that he's here to speak for us again.
咁今日咧，我哋好歡迎再次歡迎啦 Ben 弟兄啦，去嚟到我哋當中去同我哋講道啦。咁上年咧，佢都有嚟過同我哋講道嘅。咁佢咧就嚟自咧如果直譯嘅話咧，就係尖沙咀嘅新約聖經教會嘅。
So, Brother Ben, would you please come?
好，我哋歡迎啦Ben 弟兄。
各位早晨。
Good morning, everyone.
我magandang umaga sa inyo.
早晨。
And in English, good morning, everyone.
真係早晨，大家早晨。
It's a privilege to be back here again. This church has some similarities to the church that I minister to in FPCCHK and some differences.
咁阿 Ben 弟兄咧就好榮幸啦，可以再嚟到我哋當中啦，同我哋分享啦。咁佢話到咧，我哋教會咧同佢所侍奉嘅教會咧，有一啲地方好類似嘅，亦都有啲，但係咧有啲地方咧亦都係好唔同嘅。
The church in FPCCHK is almost all Filipinos.
因為咧喺佢尖沙咀個教會咧，差唔多全部都係菲律賓人嚟喎。
I see you're about half Filipinos, it looks like here.
我哋呢度可能有一半係菲律賓人啦。
I did minister to a Chinese church previously, so I'm a little bit accustomed to that, and we do have one Chinese member. Unfortunately, he's not very faithful, so we see him sometimes.
咁阿 Ben 弟兄咧，之前咧都喺一個中國人嘅教會都有侍奉過喎。咁而家咧喺個群眾當中咧，都間唔時咧都有一個中國人咧都有返佢哋嘅崇拜嘅。
One big difference is since the church there is mostly Filipino, that means it's mostly Filipina, it's mostly women. Some Sundays I'm the only man there.
咁樣咧我話同我哋好唔同嘅係啲咩地方咧？就係既然咧佢個教會大部分都係菲律賓人啦，而大部分咧都係菲律賓女性嚟嘅。咁有陣時咧，成個崇拜咧得佢一個男士啫喎。
So I'm happy to see a few more men here today.
咁我開心喺呢度都見到有啲男人喺度。
I want to begin by reading two stories from the book of Matthew. Both have to do with boats.
今日咧首先咧會同大家讀兩個故事啦。咁兩個故事咧都同船有關嘅喎，喺馬太福音嘅。
We'll look first at Matthew chapter 8, verses 23 to 27.
第一篇呢就係馬太福音第8章23至到27節。
It says, Then he got into the boat, and his disciples followed him. Without warning, a furious storm came up on the lake, so that the waves swept over the boat. But Jesus was sleeping. The disciples went and woke him, saying, Lord, save us! We're going to drown. He replied, You have little faith. Why are you so afraid? Then he got up and rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. The men were amazed and asked, What kind of man is this? Even the winds and the waves obey him.
耶穌上了船，門徒跟着他，海裏忽然起了暴風，甚至船被波浪掩蓋，耶穌卻睡着了。門徒來叫醒了他，說：主啊，救我們，我們喪命啊！耶穌說：你們這小信的人啊，為什麼膽怯呢？於是起來斥責風和海，風和海就大大的平靜了。眾人稀奇，說：這是怎樣的人，連風和海也聽從他了。
And in Matthew chapter 14, verses 22 to 33.
另一個故事咧就喺馬太福音第14章。
22 to 33. Immediately, Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead to the other side. By the way, this is just after he has fed 5,000 people. So after this, after everybody's been fed, after they've gathered up all of the fragments, it says immediately Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowd. After he had dismissed them, he went up into the hills by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone, but the boat was already a considerable distance from land, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. During the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. "It's a ghost," they said, and they cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, "Take courage, it's I. Don't be afraid." "Lord, if it's you," Peter replied, tell me to come to you on the water." "Come," he said. Then Peter got down out of the boat and walked on the water to Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, cried out, "Lord, save me!" Immediately Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" And when they climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were in the boat worshipped him, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God."
馬太福音第14章第22節開始，耶穌隨即催門徒上船。咁咧呢一度咧就係啱啱耶穌咧去餵飽咗5000人啦，即係用餅二魚餵飽5000人。咁然後咧就耶穌咧就催啲門徒上船啦，先到那邊去，等他叫眾人散開。散了眾人以後，他就獨自上山去禱告。到了晚上，只有他一人在那裏。那時船在海中，因風不順，被浪搖撼。夜裏4更天，耶穌在海面上行走，往門徒那裏去。門徒看見他在海面上走，就驚慌了，說是個鬼怪，便害怕，喊叫起來。耶穌連忙對他們說：你們放心，是我，不要怕。彼得說：主，如果是你，請叫我從水面上走到你那裏去。耶穌說：你來吧。彼得就從船上下去，在水面上走，要到耶穌那裏去。只因見風甚大，就害怕，將要沉下去，便喊着說：主啊，救我！耶穌趕緊伸手拉住他，說：你這小信的人啊，為什麼疑惑呢？他們上了船，風就止住了。在船上的人都拜他，說：你真是神的兒子了。
In both of these stories, we see a storm on the lake. In both of these stories, we also see that Jesus rebuked them for a lack of faith.
咁咧，同樣嘅呢兩個故事咧，都係發生喺湖上邊啦，都有風暴喎。而耶穌咧，亦都係去斥責佢哋係小信嘅人。
One thing to remember is that most of these disciples lived in that area. They grew up around that lake. At least half of them were fishermen, so they had been fishing on that lake themselves. So these conditions were not really strange to them. This was something that they had seen, and yet they were afraid.
你要明白咧，喺門徒當中咧，有一半咧都係漁夫嚟嘅，而呢兩件事發生嘅地方咧，都係佢哋成長或者佢哋生活嘅地方嚟喎。佢對於當地嘅即係水面上嘅風暴咧，應該咧係好熟悉至啱㗎。但係咧，連佢哋咧都驚喎。
In the first story, we see this furious storm blew up. It was raging so furiously that these experienced fishermen were afraid they were going to lose their lives. And yet Jesus was asleep in the back of the boat.
喺馬太福音第8章咧發生個故事啦，咁係嗰啲風浪咧係好大喎，大到咧連呢啲咧有經驗嘅漁夫咧都驚會冇命喎。咁但係喺呢個時候，耶穌就竟然瞓咗覺。
So they woke him up and they said, "Don't you care about us? Is there anything you can do about this?" They had seen his power, so they knew he had some kind of power, and yet they were afraid he wasn't helping them.
佢哋咧就整醒耶穌啦，就話喂，你唔理我哋㗎？我哋就嚟死啦咁樣。佢哋啲門徒咧見過耶穌嘅能力嘅，咁佢哋覺得耶穌唔係幫緊佢哋喎。
And Jesus his first reaction is to say, "Why do you have so little faith?"
耶穌第一個反應就係話佢哋咧嘅信心唔夠。
And then we see his power as he calms the storm.
然後咧，我哋就見到咧，耶穌平靜咗風同海。
In the second story, it seems the storm is not so bad. They're not afraid of their lives, but they're really struggling to make progress there. The wind is against them, so probably they're rowing the boat, and still they're not making any progress.
咁喺14章嘅故事咧，似乎個風浪咧未大到咧係令到佢哋好驚嘅，咁但係咧都係好顛簸，令到佢哋即係好努力咁樣要控制到隻船啦，但係咧都係未做到嘅。
In the middle of the night, while they're still struggling, Jesus comes walking on the water, and they see something out there, and that scares them. They're afraid it's a ghost.
咁佢哋喺好努力嘅當中咧，就見到遠處咧有一啲嘢啦，咁佢哋睇唔清楚喎，以為係鬼嚟嘅。
Jesus says, "Don't worry, it's just me."
耶穌話唔使擔心喎，係我。
Peter says, "If it's really you, tell me to come and walk on the water too. Tell me to come to you."
彼得咧就話啦，如果真係耶穌嚟嘅話咧，你就俾我可以行去你嗰度啦。
Jesus says, "Come on." And so Peter gets out of the boat and he starts walking on the water, just like Jesus.
咁於是咧，耶穌就話嚟咯，咁樣，咁啊彼得咧就行到水咯喎，就好似咧耶穌行喺水面上咁。
But then he looks around. There's the wind blowing against him like a typhoon.
咁咧，但係咧喺呢個時候咧，彼得咧見到啲風好大喎，好似颱風咁。
There's the waves going up and down, and he's going up and down with the waves.
嗰啲浪咧就高到咧成層樓咁高。
And he gets scared, and when he gets scared, he starts to sink.
咁咧佢咧就好驚啦，好驚嘅時候咧就沉咯喎。
Jesus rebukes him and says, "Where's your faith? Why do you have so little faith?"
耶穌咧就斥責佢，就話佢點解咧咁少信心啊？點解要疑惑啊？
What is faith, and why do we need it?
咁究竟咩係信心咧？點解我哋需要有信心咧？
Faith is a combination of believing something in our head, whether we think about it or not, we still have this belief in our head, and we're trusting in this belief, we're trusting in what we believe enough to take some kind of action, to do something on the basis of what we believe in our head.
就係咧，我哋其實咧係相信某一啲嘢，咁咧呢一啲嘢就喺我哋即係無論我哋為唔為意都好啦，我哋可能唔為意，我哋其實係相信緊呢一樣嘢㗎。咁但係咧呢一個信心咧就喺我哋嘅腦裏邊啦，從而咧令到我哋作出一啲行動嘅。
Whether we realize it or not, we live our whole life by faith in different things. For example, we have faith in physical things.
咁無論咧你為唔為意都好啦，其實咧我哋嘅生活當中咧，其實你係對好多事情咧，你都係有信心，所以先至會去做嘅喎。咁譬如咧有一啲實質嘅嘢添嘅。
If you live here in Fairview Park, I see that most of the buildings are quite low. You could probably be walking up and down the stairs. I live in Kowloon in a multi-story building, and we take the lift up and down to get from the bottom up to the upper floors.
咁感受嗰啲屋咧就2、3層啦，大家都係行樓梯上嘅。咁但係咧住大廈嘅人咧，即係譬如好似阿 Ben 弟兄咁樣啦，尖沙咀嗰啲樓咧就係好多層樓高㗎嘛，咁咪要搭 lift 咯。
I get in the elevator, I press the button, and I don't think about, oh, how does this work? Is it going to take me up there or not?
咁入到 lift 啦，撳掣咁佢咪行咯。就唔會諗下就佢係咪真係會帶我去到嗰層樓㗎？點樣喐㗎呢嚿嘢
We have faith in the things that we buy. We have faith that the food that we eat is not going to be poisoned. We have faith that the clothes that we wear are not going to fall apart when we put them on.
其實我哋對好多嘢都好有信心㗎。嗱，頭先講到話你入咗 lift，你有信心佢會帶你去到嗰一層啦。你買啲嘢食翻嚟，你會食咗佢，係因為你對呢啲嘢食有信心，係冇俾人落毒啦。 譬如你買咗件衫翻嚟，你都係對件衫有信心喎，你相信唔會着下無啦啦散咗嘅喎。
Filipinos are very famous for texting, and you have your cell phone and you send your text messages. When you do that, do you think every time about, is this phone going to work? Is that message going to go there? Are my friends going to receive it?
咁譬如咧我哋啦，其實都唔單止菲律賓姊妹啦，咁其實我哋都會成日發短信嘅。咁我哋發短信嘅時候，你會唔會擔心？其實會唔會對方收唔到㗎？即係你會唔會每一次發短信嘅時候，你都會擔心咧？嗱。
We have faith that most people will obey the law. Some don't, we know some don't, but still we cross the road and we don't expect the car is going to speed up and hit us. We expect the car is going to stop at the stoplight.
甚至咧，你對一啲你唔識嘅人，你都會相信佢哋咧係會遵守法律嘅喎。譬如你見到綠燈，咁你就過馬路啦，你會相信啲車會停低嘅，唔係咧會有車衝過嚟嘅。
Hong Kong is basically a pretty law-abiding place, and most of us don't worry too much about being mistreated by the government or the police. We have trust in the government and the police to do what they're supposed to do. They don't always, but in general, they do, and we trust that.
香港咧係一個比較文明嘅地方啦。咁其實就算咧政府或者係啦，就算政府啊嗰啲有時啲政策令到我哋唔同意都好啦，其實基本上咧我哋都相信我哋嘅政府咧同埋譬如警方啊係幫助我哋嘅，係保護我哋嘅。
We have faith in our family and our friends.
我哋都信我哋嘅家人同埋朋友。
Sometimes they let us down, but in general, we know we can trust them.
就算咧佢哋有陣時會令到我哋失望或者唔開心，但係基本上我哋都真係信佢哋嘅。
Faith is also connected with hope.
信心咧係同盼望咧係有關係嘅。
In Hebrews 11 Hebrews chapter 11 is a great chapter about faith, and the first verse gives kind of a definition of faith. It says, faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. Notice the word hope. It's being sure of what we hope for.
喺希伯來書咧11章咧成篇咧都係講有關信心嘅。喺第一節咧就為信心咧而下咗一個定義喎。信就是所望之事的實底，是未見之事的確據。嗰啲事情咧係未發生喎，但係咧你係相信佢會發生嘅。
People can't live without hope. Even animals can't live without hope.
人咧唔可以冇盼望咁樣活着嘅，甚至咧動物都唔可以。
I read about an experiment with drowning rats.
咁阿 Ben 弟兄咧，佢睇過一個實驗啦，就係有關咧要將啲老鼠咧係浸落水嗰度嘅。
The researchers took rats and they dumped them in a big container of water, and then they timed it to see how long it took before the rat would drown.
好恐怖嘅，其實我覺得呢個實驗。咁咧就係咧將隻老鼠咧放喺一大缸水嗰度啦，睇下佢哋游幾耐先至浸死喎。
Probably today the animal rights people would say, no, that's too cruel, you can't do that.
可能咧今日咧嗰啲保護動物嗰啲團體咧就話太殘忍啦，你唔可以做呢個實驗。
But this was some years ago that they did this experiment, and they tried a lot of different situations to see what made a difference about how long before the rats drowned.
咁就佢哋就咁因為其實呢個實驗咧係好多年前做㗎啦，咁佢哋用咗唔同嘅條件或者情況之下咧，睇下同老鼠即係有關佢哋點樣去浸死或者浸親啊嘅情況咯。
You may not realize this, but rats are actually pretty good swimmers.
可能你唔知啊，但係咧其實老鼠咧游水好叻喎。
You put a rat in a container of water, and they'll struggle, and usually it's quite a while, maybe a couple of hours before they will drown.
咁老鼠，譬如你放佢喺一大缸水嗰度啦，其實佢哋係可以游好耐先浸親嘅喎，咁甚至咧係幾個鐘。
But they found out two things. They found out, first of all, if they would take the rat and hold it in their hands for a while until the rat quit struggling, and then they put it in the water, it would drown very quickly.
有一個情況咧，就係捉起隻老鼠啦，咁佢就當然會掙扎啦。佢不停咁掙扎，直至到佢唔掙扎嘅時候咧，你將佢放喺水咧，佢好快咧就會浸親㗎。
On the other hand, if they would put a rat in the water and wait until it's almost drowning, and then they take it out, dry it off, and then put it back in again, can you guess what happened?
咁另外一個情況咧，就係、當隻老鼠咧喺度游啊游啊，好辛苦就嚟浸親嘅時候咧，你喺嗰個時候咧就救咗佢，抹乾佢，跟住就再放翻佢落水。你知唔知會有咩情況發生咧
What happened in this case is the rats would go for a very long time, maybe 24 hours, before they would drown.
就係咧呢一啲俾人救過嘅老鼠咧，你再放佢落水咧，佢可以游到更長嘅時間先浸親喎，甚至咧係24小時。
What's the difference?
個分別係在於乜嘢？
The ones that they held on to until they quit struggling, they had no hope.
就係咧，你拎起隻老鼠啦，等到佢唔再掙扎嘅時候先放佢落水咧，就係佢哋咧佢哋係冇盼望嘅。
But the ones that had been rescued, they'd already been rescued once. And so they had a hope, oh, maybe it's going to happen again. If I can just swim a little longer, it'll happen again. I'll be safe.
但係咧，另外一種老鼠啦，佢哋俾人救過嗰一隻咧，就係佢有一個盼望，就係、或者咧同樣嘅事情會再發生，再有人會救佢嘅。所以咧，我要再支撐得耐啲，我要再支撐得耐啲，等到咧有人救我為止。呢、個就係有盼望。
Things like this can happen with people also.
呢啲事情咧都可以發生喺人嘅身上。
I read another story about a prisoner of war. I think it was during the Vietnam War in the 60s and 70s.
咁阿 Ben 咧就另外一個故事咧，想同我哋分享，就係有關咧一個可能係有關60、70年代嘅越南戰爭嘅一件事啦。
In this case, the prisoner who was captured, a prisoner was captured, and the ones who captured him made a lot of promises. If you will cooperate with us, if you will help us, we'll give you this, we'll take good care of you, you'll get special privileges, everything will be nice if you'll only help us and cooperate with us.
咁咧就有一個戰俘啦，佢就係俾人捉咗啦，佢係喺個監獄裏邊啦。咁捉佢翻嚟嘅人咧就應承佢好多嘢喎，就話如果你係聽我哋話嘅，如果你係點樣做嘅，咁我哋就會放你啊，我哋就會點樣啊，就俾咗好多承諾佢。
And at the beginning, he seemed to be happier, more contented. He seemed to be surviving much better than all the other prisoners who were resisting.
咁其實唔止佢一個戰俘噶嘛，其他戰俘咧就反抗啦，但係佢咧就因為相信呢一啲承諾啦，咁所以咧佢係順從嘅，同埋佢都好開心嘅喎，即係唔係即係佢冇其他戰俘咁唔開心嘅。
But after a while, he realized that his captors had no intention to keep their promises.
但係後尾咧，佢就知道咧，其實捉佢翻嚟嘅人根本就冇諗過要放佢嘅。
So he basically just gave up. He rolled up in a ball on the floor of his cell and just did nothing.
咁佢就好失望啦，佢就係留喺佢自己個監倉嗰度，捲埋自己一嚿咁樣，乜嘢都唔做。
After a while, he died.
好短時間咧，佢就過咗身啦。
Another reason faith is important is because God has decided that faith is what He will require for us to have a relationship with Him.
點解我哋要有信心呢？另外一個原因呢，就係神係我哋同神要建立關係嘅話呢，就一定要有信心。
If we are judged according to our actions, nobody could be saved because God is perfect and none of us are perfect. All of us do things wrong.
如果我哋係要靠行為去得救嘅話呢，神係冇一個人係能夠得救㗎，因為呢只有神係完美嘅。
But faith in God is something that everyone can have.
但係呢，如果我哋憑住信心去接受呢一個救恩呢，呢一樣嘢係所有人都可以做到嘅。
But remember what I said at the beginning. Real faith is not just believing the facts in your head. Real faith is trusting in the facts enough to act on them.
乜嘢係真正嘅信心呢？真正嘅信心呢，唔會淨係停留喺你個腦袋嗰度嘅，而係咧一定要配合行動嘅。
It's demonstrated first by our initiation into Jesus Christ when we're baptized into Him.
譬如咧就係我哋受浸歸入基督啦，呢一個係我哋憑住信心咧去作出嘅一個行為嚟。
But then we can expect that throughout our life, our faith is also going to be tested in many ways.
喺我哋生命當中咧，我哋嘅信心咧係會受到唔同程度嘅考驗㗎。
Abraham was tested in many ways throughout his life, and he's considered the father of the faithful.
我覺得喺個生命當中咧有好多信心嘅試煉啦，咁而佢咧亦都係被稱為信心之父。
Now some may object, doesn't this mean that God is really judging us according to our actions?
可能你會反駁啊，就話咁咪即係話上帝係按住我哋嘅行為嚟去審判我哋咯。
After all, we all fail the test sometimes. We don't have enough faith sometimes.
但係其實咧，我哋間中咧，或者有時候咧，我哋喺試煉當中，我哋都會失敗㗎，我哋都唔會合格㗎喎喺個試煉當中。
But God knows our hearts, and God knows our motives. God knows whether we really have the faith or not.
但係神知道我哋嘅動機，亦都知道我哋係咪有信心。
In these two stories that we saw, the closest friends that Jesus had, his 12 apostles, their faith was tested, and basically they failed the test. Jesus says, "Where's your faith? Why are you so lacking in faith?"
譬如好似我哋頭先讀馬太福音嗰兩個故事咁樣啦，咁耶穌嘅門徒咧就係喺呢個試驗當中咧，喺呢個試煉當中就係達唔到嗰個即係標準啦。咁所以耶穌就會話佢哋點解你哋嘅信心咁少啊咁樣。
Peter was walking confidently on the water, and then his faith went away, and he began to sink.
彼得好地地咁樣行緊㗎，但係就因為佢驚，佢失咗個信心，咁佢就沉咯喎。
Later, when Jesus was put on trial, Peter even denied Jesus.
當耶穌去被捉拿嘅時候咧，彼得甚至係否認耶穌添，唔認主。
But because basically underneath it all, he really did trust the Lord. His small failures were forgiven, and he went on to be one of the most prominent of the apostles.
但係咧，其實神知道彼得係對佢係有信心嘅喺心底裏邊，咁所以彼得咧佢得到原諒啦，而且咧都成為其中一個咧好偉大嘅基督教嘅嘅領袖。
How do we get faith? Or if you already have some faith but your faith is weak, how do you increase your faith?
如果你係有信心嘅，不過你嘅信心係少，點樣可以令到信心增長呢？
In Romans chapter 10:17,
喺羅馬書咧第10章17節。
chapter Romans 10:17 says, faith comes from hearing the message, and the message is heard through the word of Christ.
信道是從聽道來的，聽道是從基督的話來的。
The first thing, the source of our faith is in God's word.
我哋見到咧，信心咧嘅來源咧，首先就係由神嘅話語，係由基督嘅話嚟嘅。
To begin to have faith, you need to be familiar with God's word. You need to read his word, you need to listen when it's proclaimed, you need to study it, and get familiar with God's word. And that's the source of our faith.
如果咧你想信心增長嘅話咧，首先你要去熟習咧神嘅話語啦。你唔單止要去讀啦，亦都要去學習啦，要去熟悉神嘅話語。
Another thing we can do is to ask God for faith.
另外一樣嘢點樣可以增長你嘅信心咧？就係去求神去加添你嘅信心啦。
In Mark chapter 9, there is a story of Jesus and the father of a boy who had an evil spirit. And the apostles had tried to drive out the evil spirit and failed. So then he comes to Jesus and asks Jesus to cast out the evil spirit.
喺馬可福音第9章咧記載咗一個故事喎，有一個細路仔啦，咁佢係被鬼附啦，咁佢呢個細路仔嘅爸爸咧就請啲門徒去求啲門徒咧可以幫佢個仔趕出啲鬼出嚟啦，咁但係咧就唔成功喎，於是咧佢哋就去咗揾耶穌幫手啦。
So Jesus asks, the Father says to Jesus, if you can do anything, have pity and help us. If you can do anything, have pity and help us. Mark chapter 9, verse 22.
咁呢一個爸爸咧就同耶穌講啦，如果你能夠做啲乜嘢嘅話，都求你憐憫我哋啦，幫助我哋啦。
And Jesus said, if you can, everything is possible for one who believes.
耶穌就回答佢啦，你若能信，在信的人凡事都能。
The Father's response to this is quite interesting. He says, I do believe, but help my unbelief.
咁呢一個孩子嘅父親咧，佢個回答咧就好得意嘅。佢話：我相信嘅，咁但係求你去幫助我去消除我嘅唔相信啦。
He was admitting that although he had faith, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't complete. Sometimes it let him down.
呢個父親咧，佢去承認自己係有信心，但係咧佢信心係唔足夠嘅。
But be aware, if you ask God that, if you ask God for faith, be aware that one way that God increases our faith is by testing our faith.
如果你真係求神咧加添你嘅信心嘅話咧，你要做好心理準備啦。因為咧神咧其中一個回答嘅方式咧，佢點樣去增加你嘅信心啊？就係會俾試煉你。
Do you like to have problems in your life?
你想唔想喺你生活當中喺你生命當中咧出現困難呢？
James, the half-brother of Jesus Christ, in his book, in James 1:2-4, he says, consider it pure joy, my brothers, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance. Perseverance must finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything.
喺雅各書咧，咁雅各咧，雅各係耶穌嘅喺地上邊嘅兄弟嚟嘅，同一個家庭嘅兄弟嚟嘅。咁雅各咧點樣講咧？雅各咧就話啦：我的弟兄們，你們落在百般試煉中，都要以為大喜樂，因為知道你們的信心經過試驗，就生忍耐。但忍耐也當成功，使 使你們成全完備，毫無缺欠。換句説話嚟講咧，就係、個信心咧經過試煉之後咧，我哋就能夠屬靈嗰方面咧就能夠成熟㗎。
Peter says something similar in his first letter.
而彼得咧亦都係講類似嘅嘢喎，喺彼得前書。
He talks about the salvation that is promised, and then in chapter 1, verse 6, 1 Peter 1:6, he says, "In this you greatly rejoice, even though for a little time you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. These have come so that your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may be proved genuine and may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed."
喺彼得前書第1章第6節咧就話：你哋係大有喜樂嘅，如今喺百般嘅試煉中暫時憂愁，叫你們的信心既被試驗，就比那被火試驗仍然能壞的金子更顯寶貴，可以在基督耶穌顯現的時候得着稱讚、榮耀、尊貴。
Something else we can do is to do things that will exercise and stretch our faith. Faith is a lot like bodily strength. You don't become a bodybuilder by doing nothing. You lift weights, you do exercises, you do things to build up your muscles.
信心咧就好似體能訓練一樣啦。咁你要去每一日去做一啲伸展啊、負重啊嘅運動啊，咁樣你嘅肌肉咧先會慢慢去建立嘅。並唔會因為你並唔會一日之間咧就能夠信心增長嘅。
These are just a few things that can help to build up our faith. One is giving, especially if you can increase your giving.
咁咧會講幾個方法咧，你可以去鍛鍊你嘅信心啦。第一個方法咧就係去付出啦。
This is one way that we're tested sometimes. Satan says to us, "Oh, you can't put money in the offering because you know you need the money for this, or you need the money for this, you need the money for this. Don't put it in the offering, save it for these other needs."
喺呢一度咧特別講嘅係金錢嘅奉獻啊。咁可能咧撒旦魔鬼咧會同你講就係話：你唔好奉獻咁多啦，你要留翻啲錢嚟做呢一樣嘢，留翻啲錢嚟做嗰一樣嘢嘅。
Remember the person that Jesus praised the most for generous giving.
記唔記得喺聖經裏邊咧，耶穌咧稱讚過一個人咧，佢話佢嘅奉獻咧係好慷慨嘅。
He didn't praise the people that came with big bags of money and needed a bodybuilder to put it in the offering.
佢咧並冇稱讚到嗰一啲咧捐錢多到咧係要人幫手抬嘅嗰啲人咧。耶穌冇讚到呢一啲人。
He praised a poor widow who only had 2 coins. I think maybe like the hochi, the 10-cent coins here in Hong Kong. They're hardly worth anything. But she had that and she put it in the offering.
耶穌咧稱讚嘅就係嗰個窮嘅寡婦啊，佢咧所有財產就係嗰2個小錢啦。而佢咧所奉獻嘅，亦都係佢所有嘅財產，就係呢2個小錢。
Actually, really, I think I make a mistake in saying that because the 10-cent coins, I see them all the time on the ground. People don't even bother to pick them up. They're so small, so they're not worth anything.
呢2個小錢咧，嗰個價值咧低到咧，好似我哋啲1毫子咁啊！就算咧喺地下咧都冇人執㗎。
But I think what she had was probably worth more than that because if it's no value, then throw it away. It's no use. But this was enough. It could have helped her, but she still put it in the offering.
咁呢2個小錢咧，又未至於好似1毫子咁個價值咁低嘅。呢2個小錢咧，可能呢個寡婦都可以買一啲嘢去幫助到佢嘅生活㗎，但係咧佢仍然都係去奉獻咗俾神。
She gave everything she had, trusting God that God would take care of her. Even after all the money's gone, God will still take care of her.
佢呢個行動係代表乜嘢呢？佢嘅行動係代表我將我嘅一切去俾咗神，我信得過上帝係能夠去照顧我，即使我將所有嘢俾咗佢，神咧可以去照顧我。
Serving God is another way to exercise your faith.
另外一個方法咧，點樣去增加我哋嘅信心咧？就係去侍奉神啦。
Jesus said, where your treasure is, there your faith will be also. I think this is true for our money, and I think this is also true for our service. Where we're serving, that's where our interests are going to be.
聖經話咧，我哋嘅心喺邊度咧，我哋嘅財寶都喺邊一度啦。咁其實唔單止係錢啦，其實我哋嘅侍奉都係嘅。當我哋去為咗上帝去付出我哋嘅能力同埋時間嘅時候咧，我哋會得到神俾我哋嘅獎賞嘅。
Another thing that can exercise our faith and perhaps test our faith is obedience.
第三樣咧可以增加我哋嘅信心嘅係乜嘢啊？就係去順服上帝，去聽上帝嘅説話。
The Bible talks about obedience to God's word. It also tells us that there are some people that we need to be obedient to.
聖經裏邊咧唔單止叫我哋要去聽神嘅説話啦，仲係叫我哋咧都要服從咧有一啲人喎。
We need to obey the leaders that God has put over us in our families, in our work, in our government.
聖經裏邊咧有叫我哋咧，就係我哋要順從我哋家裏面嘅長輩啦，我哋要順從我哋工作上面嘅上司啦、老闆啦、或者係work and family government 同埋政府嘅官員啦。
I don't know about you. I have a bit of a rebellious streak, and if somebody says to me, "You must do that," then I want to say, "Why?"
咁我 band 弟兄咧就話啦，佢咧就有啲反叛嘅。邊一個同佢講話你一定要咁樣做嘅時候咧，佢就會反抗話點解要咁樣做啊？係咪啊？
I think all of us have some excuses and alibis. We're willing to obey as long as we agree, but if we don't agree, then we want to find some reason not to do it.
可能咧，我哋每個人多多少少咧都會話你講得啱，我咪聽你講咯；你講得唔啱，我咪唔做咯。
But obedience and trust in those that God has put over us and in God Himself helps to exercise our faith.
但係其實咧，順從神安排喺我哋之上嘅長輩啊、官員啊、領袖啊，我哋去順從佢哋咧，亦都可以去增加我哋嘅信心，鍛鍊我哋嘅信心嘅。
Sometimes hope and expectations fail us, and the other people sometimes fail us.
有陣時雖然我哋有期望啦，有盼望，但係結果可能都係會失望嘅。又或者有陣時係人令到我哋失望。
But this is part of the testing that helps our faith to grow.
但係其實呢啲咁樣嘅失望咧，都係一個信心嘅試煉嚟嘅。
It's easy to have faith if you always get what you expect.
如果你想嗰樣就有嗰樣，可能咧你就都容易去得到信心嘅。
Will you continue to trust God's faithfulness if the promises seem to fail?
但係如果你嘅盼望落空啦，或者你嘅盼望似乎係落空嘅時候，你又有冇信心呢？
This is the real test of how genuine your faith is, and that's what will help your faith to grow even stronger.
但係反而咧喺嗰個情況之下，等我組織下就係、當然啦，你想嗰樣得嗰樣，你可能咧會好容易得到信心。但係當你想嗰樣而 似乎係冇嘅時候咧，嗰啲先至係真正嘅重要嘅時機去鍛鍊你嘅真正嘅信心嘅。
In the book of Hebrews, it talks about the faithfulness of some people who were faithful all their lives, and yet they didn't see the things that were promised.
喺希伯來書第11章咧，亦都有提到有一啲人咧，佢哋好有信心，但係喺佢在生嘅時候，都係得唔到咧佢所盼望嘅嘢嘅。
But that's what helps our faith to grow, is when we continue to be faithful and to have faith, even when there are difficulties.
但係咧喺呢啲情況之下，喺盼望落空或者喺困難發生嘅時候，你仍然係去持守呢個信心嘅時候，咁樣你嘅信心就係能夠得到鍛鍊啊，就得到去加添。
All of the apostles had times of doubt.
耶穌所有嘅門徒都有懷疑嘅時候。
In both of these stories that we began with, Jesus rebuked them for their lack of faith.
我哋一開始讀嗰兩個故事咧，神咧都有責備佢哋點解咁少信心。
Peter especially, we see several times in his life when it seems his faith failed.
特別咧係彼得啦，我哋見到喺佢生命當中咧有幾次咧都係缺乏信心嘅表現嚟嘅。
And yet he was willing to accept the rebuke, continue to have faith, continue to be faithful, and his faith grew. 但係咧，彼得係點樣啊？佢願意接受呢一啲責備，亦都係願意去再一次去再一次從頭嚟過嘅。咁所以佢嘅信心咧係得到增長。 This can be true for us.
我哋都同樣可以嘅。
Are you willing to trust in God and His promises and continue trusting even when there are difficulties?
你願唔願意去信靠上帝咧？去捉緊神俾你嘅盼望咧？即使係有困難發生。
If you do, you can also become a hero of faith.
如果你願意嘅話咧，你都可以成為信心嘅英雄喎。